talking about our topic, which is analysis UiTM Segamat student spending. So what is spending? Spending comes from a Latin word spurden from the Old English throughout the 1800 centuries. Nowadays, people just speak it as spending. The discussion, it can help us analyze and understand how Segamat students use their money.
Hi and greetings everyone. My name is Abra bin Hasnur Rusli. Now I'm going to explain what method we use for this sampling. Basically, we choose simple random sampling, which is the simplest way and easier for us to conduct this group project. Simple random sampling is a type of probability sampling in which the researchers select a subset of participants from a population.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Afikaina binti Mawafia. I will continue the presentation with data collection method. We prepare an online survey by creating Google Forms. We prefer this method because it found more convenient to us and respondents. It's also easy to send out the questionnaire from laptop or mobile device. Next, our survey focused to one population, which is UiTM Segamat students. But the population selected to be surveyed are only 30 students as our sample size. It's easy for us to contact our respondents since we are part of UiTM Segamat students as well.
Assalamualaikum, I, Agus Sandana, will start with the objective discussion, question number 1. As we collect from the respondent in how many times you eat in a day, which the data represent quantitative data, we'll get mean using the formula as 76/30 and we will get the mean 2.533. As for the median, we will get 15.5 place and calculate using the formula, and we will get the medium same as 2 and mode will be 2 also. Moving on for the variance, as we replace the formula with the amount, we will get 0.878 as the variance and standard deviation will be 0.937. For the skewness, it shows that the shape of distribution of this data are shift to the right and positively skewed because of the amount 1.707. As for the quartile, we get Q1, 2 and 3 as we replace the formula, and each will get 2, 2 and 3. Below of the data will be the plot box and whisker. That's all for this part. Thank you.
Next, second objective discussion for qualitative data, which is which cafe did students prefer to buy. The data shown in this frequency distribution are based on responses that they choose in question 2. It shows that the highest vote they chose is an R and the lowest vote is none of above. According to the bar chart and pie chart, the majority of them voted for NR, which totaled up to 46.67%, which represents 14 students. Next up is PAMA with a total vote of 33.33%, which is 10 students, followed by IFC with a total of 20% or 6 students. Last but not least, 0% of the remaining students voted on none of the above.
The third question is, how much do you spend today? In this question, as you can see the table, first step is we need to do table distribution because we want to find the sum of frequency, the sum of Fx and Fs power of 2. From this table, sum of frequency is 30, sum of Fx is 492.5 and Fs power of 2 is 9450.5. Next, I will show you the type of chart that we can use in this quantitative data, which is histogram, frequency polygon and ogive. To do the histogram chart, we need to use the frequency and class boundary. As you can see in histogram chart, the higher frequency is 80. For frequency polygon, the data that we use is also frequency and class boundary, but we need to mark according to the midpoint. The highest graph is 18 and the lower is 0. Then, for ogive, we use collective frequency and class boundary. After putting all the data, the highest cumulative frequency is 30 and the lowest is 0. Next, we need to calculate the mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation, and percent coefficient of skewness using the formula that was given. The answer of mean is 60.4167. From this, we can assume that average students spend their money in a day is 60 ringgit 42 sen. Next, for medium, the answer that I get is 6.88235. This means that students spend their money more or less than 6 ringgit 88 sen. The answer of mood is 60.2143. It shows that the higher frequency of UiTM Skamat students spend their money in a day is 60 ringgit 21 sen, which is more the class 100 to 20 ringgit. After that, for the variance I get is 45.872, and for standard deviation answer is 6.773. And lastly, for the percent coefficient of squareness is 4.2231. This means that the distribution of the data is the right or positively skewed.
Hello, back again with me. Next question is, what other things did students spend on? For objective discussion number 4, we got the result from the respondent. As you can see from the slide, the highest peak is desserts, which is the frequency is 14%, and the lowest is none of above with 3% only. These are the bar and pie chart regarding this question. The maximum for this vote is dessert with 46.67%, followed by clothes 26.67%, stationery 16.67%, and lastly is none of above with 10%.
Continue with the objective discussion question number 5, the last one. The data shows that 60.7 of 5 respondents represent agree during the questionnaire about overspending their budget. However, the red part shows that 30% of respondents that have 9 people that choose disagree about the question. And lastly, for the color yellow that includes 16 respondents who think neutrally about spending budget shows 53.3 based on the pie chart. Next will be just a simple one, which is the bar chart. 5 represent agree, 9 represent disagree, and 16 indicates neutral based on the respondents.
For the conclusion, we have made a survey of randomly selected 30 students from UiTM Skamat. We are using simple random sampling as a sampling technique and online survey as a data collection method. The majority of respondents are female, as many as 20 students compared to 10 male students. 18 students eat twice a day, and most students are preferred choose NR as a place for their spend money. The majority of students spend their money as much as 100 to 20 ringgit in a day, which is 70 respondents. The students also use the money to buy other things such as dessert, clothes, and stationery. The highest vote is they spending their money to buy the dessert. Last questionnaire is about what they think they are spending over their budget. 9 students are agree, 3 students doesn't agree, and 60 is giving neutral feedback. According to data, we can see that the students will use their money wisely and don't exceed their budget. The price of food or other item at UiTM Skamat is suitable for students. That's all from us. Thank you.